Welcome to
Two blonde
I gotta match it.
bimbos.
Two blonde bimbos. Yeah.
That was beautiful. Was that our best one?
I mean, that might have been our best one. We literally came to you serving turkey looks.
Turkey looks.
We wanted to look like a Thanksgiving feast.
Yum.
This is our last episode, guys. We're going on holiday break.
Sorry, bye.
Oh my gosh. While we're talking about Thanksgiving, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? I have to ask.
It's stuffing. Off the chain. That's stuffing, baby.
Oh my god. Wait, where do you go to a family like Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, we've been the last few years that we've been together, we've been swapping off his family, my family. And I'm very excited because my grandmother, who no one thought was going to make it out to my wedding, is in town for my wedding and is staying through Thanksgiving. So I'm excited to hang out with my grandma.
Gosh, that's so amazing.
Yes.
I get highly invested in other people's Thanksgivings because I'm such a Thanksgiving person, and I love to see people like post pictures of the food that they're eating. Like, yeah. I love it. So
last year we did just us two for, the Panera, and I thought that was kind of a vibe. Like, it was sort of fun to commit to cooking all that Thanksgiving food for just two people. I don't know if you guys did the same.
Did you cook all the food?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I have cooked it before, but I haven't in a while. In the past I've ordered like these lavish pre-made Thanksgiving dinners that are amazing, but I think this year we were going to cook, but we found out my sister is not going to be able to make it down now. She's going to come down for Christmas, but my friend from New York City, it's like my mom basically and my best friend, and they invited us, and she's Peruvian, and so she's making like a traditional American Thanksgiving and then like Peruvian food, and I'm like,
wow,
gonna be the happiest person alive on Thanksgiving.
You get best of both. I think, like that's always really fun if you get the traditional Thanksgiving and then like a little twist.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Because I've had years where the twist was the only thing on the menu, and I gotta say it's a little disappointing. Like like I said, my grandma's coming down, but when I lived closer to my grandma, I went to her place for Thanksgiving, and she's Italian, or she's not Italian, she's married to an Italian man, my grandfather, who has passed. So it was Italian food for Thanksgiving.
Delicious Italian food.
It was delicious Italian food, but you know what? I'm not in the mood for Italian food on Thanksgiving.
You wanted like Thanksgiving. You wanted it served Thanksgiving, straight up stuffing.
Yes. But you know what? This year, now that she's in town, I'm hoping that I get a little Italian food on the side. If it's part of the meal, that's fine. But I don't want the whole thing to be the twist.
Well, I can't believe that we have been doing this. When did we start? Has it been like 4 or 5 months now?
It's been many. It's at least we began in May is when we started recording.
So it's been a while.
Launched in June, I think. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like I forget because I feel like we just started, and then it's already the end of the year almost, which is shocking.
It is. I think that's great. I'm very happy that I've been committed to something at this capacity. It's definitely been very helpful that we've had such wonderful help from our producers / lovers.
People were like, you guys, like, how do you edit? Like, what do you use? I was like, we do not edit this. Like,
I take a nap, mama. I take a big fat nap.
I was like, I cannot edit that. I don't know I wouldn't know where to start. The only reason this has been able to come together is it's a group effort.
We are very grateful for our mans.
Yes,
if there's one thing we're grateful for this year, this Thanksgiving, it is for our mans just handling the technical side of things. Oh, I would love to show any clips that are remaining on the hard drive of the many tweaks of them. This would be a fun.
Yes, that would be cute.
Hey there, Houston in the editing room. Me and Charlie normally switch off editing, and this week just happens to be mine. I'm just playing some Dragon Quest VIII here, listening through the episode, checking the levels, setting all the visuals so they look good, put it on the overlays. For those of you on the video feed here, hold on. Little catnap, my little Phoebe is my little production assistant. Rosey called for some tweaks in that last segment, to put some tweaks in there. I think she means sometimes me and Charlie put little jokes in the videos during the editing process. I think that's what she means. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, Rosey. I apologize. You can when you listen to this later, you can come tell me I should have done it. But I'm not going to. Sorry. Enjoy the rest of the episode. Bye.
Also, we have to mention that you're getting married very soon. When this comes out, very soon.
When this airs, I'm sure I'll be like not as calm as I am right now. Or maybe I'll get calmer. Maybe I'm gonna just be destined to get calmer as we get closer to the date, because there'll be less things that I have left to do.
Have you been super busy with the wedding stuff?
Oh my God. Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy because like I've had to like cancel things with friends. I just didn't think it would be as busy as it is.
Yeah.
No matter how chill of a bride you think you are, you won't be at the end of it. Like there's too much to do. We met with our officiant this weekend to go over everything's like it's like rehearsing for a play, and then also like a big party that you're throwing for other people, even though it's for you. But there's so much to do. I can't wait. We did have a really beautiful creative presentation this last week, and so we got to go to our venue and look at the florals and look at the table settings in the room, like where it will be, and that was really fun. And
so you got to see like the actual flowers and stuff?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. Were you like
were you take home those flowers?
Were you amazed?
I was like hype. I mean, I keep emphasizing like I take home flowers because I was like, oh shit, these are for free. They're not free. It's part of the what we're paying for. But it felt like, oh snap, because I look at this like big like table scape bouquet that we got to take with us, and I'm like, I know how much this would cost me from a florist, so I just got a freebie, even though it's totally paid for by me. But
is Houston getting super excited? Like, is he getting as it inches closer? Is he like?
Yes, he is. I think that like we're starting to get to a point where we're seeing it come together. He made a really great just observation that it's kind of stressful up until a certain point because you're just doing all these little tiny chores and you don't see the big picture.
Oh yeah.
And I think we're starting to see the big picture right now.
Yeah, you're getting glimpses.
Yeah.
I really I saw you guys posted a story inside the venue the other day, and it was just like so pretty. It was stunning.
It's beautiful. I one of my most excited things I'm excited for are just like wandering through the venue during the wedding. Like I say this like I'm gonna be the person that doesn't have the target on their back. Like I was just like, damn, I will not be able to not be on that night because I'm gonna be the person that the people are gonna want to talk to. I think that'll be interesting. So I'm gonna be, doing my meditations and yogas and all that stuff leading up to it.
You're gonna sleep.
I wanted to ask you.
Oh yeah, ask me.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you because I didn't get to ask earlier. But what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? That's all I've been thinking about. I've been talking about my wedding. I'm like, what's her food?
Okay. It's a toss-up. It's between stuffing and mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
That is so... It's hard because it's like the starches. I grew up, and when I was a kid, I had like a weird obsession with mashed potatoes. My mom would make the traditional old school dinner. It was like a protein and then peas and then mashed potatoes. And I would mix the peas and mashed potatoes together. And for my whole life, that's like my favorite thing. And what's weird is Charlie doesn't like mashed potatoes, which I don't understand. That's like psychopath shit right there. I feel like.
Does he like other potato dishes?
He only likes French fries. He will not even like a baked potato. Which I'm like, that's weird. Like, that's so like standard.
What about like a twice baked mashed potato with a layer of molten cheese on top?
Does not faze him. Damn. I'm like, potato au gratin? No. Like nothing. And I'm like, how do you not care? The potato goes so far. You can do so much with it.
It fills you up. I think it's one of the most satiating food groups there is the potato. Gosh. I mean, more for you, I guess. And then also I wanted to question you with this. Do you mix your mashed potatoes with your stuffing? Because I feel like you get best of both worlds.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I love to mix stuff. Some people are weird about their food touching. I like to mix things.
And then gravy on everything.
Oh, my God. I even asked my friend. I was like, because I know her mom. Her mom is like very makes everything from scratch. She's like, my mom makes the gravy from scratch. They like cook 4 turkeys. 4.
Wow.
I'm like, this is, and she's like, we're going to have the sangria. She makes this like her sangria. And I'm like, I am so prepared. I will be waking up early to get on a train to get into the city, and I will be wearing my sweatpants. And I'm fully fucking prepared to eat my way through that day.
What do you bring to Thanksgiving? What's your like, wow, like look out.
So decided. I like, if anybody who's listening who has been to my many Friendsgivings I have, because we have a lot of friends that sometimes don't have family to spend with on Thanksgiving. I don't spend it with my family usually, except for my sister if she comes. But I like to make a blueberry cobbler. It's a weird, non-traditional kind of thing, but I like it like hot with ice cream, vanilla ice cream on the side. But the reason it's funny is because I've messed it up the last couple of times. I accidentally used salt instead of sugar one year, and my sister took a bite and like almost threw up. It was so bad because I didn't realize I mixed the 2 up. But when it is done right, it's fucking amazing. I've also made apple pies inside of an actual apple, like bake them inside of an apple, and then you like it like basically like melts into the apple, and then you like put ice cream on top. That's really fucking good too.
Oh my God. I was just gonna think about if you're listening to this and your mouth isn't watering, you got to call the doctor because there's something going up with your salivatory.
I'm very ready. I even love Christmas dinner. Christmas dinner for me, I feel like is less traditional. I feel like I do more like, even sometimes we've done like Chinese food. Like
that's when the Italian food is like A-okay with me. That's when I'm craving it because it's like. We did homemade pizza a lot as a kid, which was so fun. And it's just like anything to like bring you into the kitchen together is really, really fun. Especially those like things that could be like a group effort on Christmas.
When are you going to start decorating for Christmas? I have to ask.
I think
like the day of Halloween.
I think I might. It's so hard because I love and respect Thanksgiving. Like, I love Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving, especially when you're an adult and you can kind of make it whatever the fuck you want it to be. And you maybe like, I mean, I definitely have absolutely just decided that Thanksgiving is not like what we're taught it's about to me. It's just eat like an old person food day, you know what I mean?
And sleep. Yeah.
Yes, it's just eat and like wipe out kind of a day. And it's also, I think it's definitely the first signifier of Christmas is like, okay, let's go look at lights maybe afterwards, or like let's start playing the Nat King Cole immediately after dinner. It's so hard. Back to your question, it's so hard to determine when to decorate because one of my misgivings about this career path is I don't think we really get to live in the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Especially with our home decor and what we're thinking about. Like, I have really tried this year to stretch out Halloween as much as possible. Unfortunately, like, so you're going to hear this in November, but we're recording this in October, right?
Yep.
I'm already, which is good that we're recording ahead of time because it's like,
people are like, oh my God, yeah.
I'm checked out of Halloween already, which sucks. It definitely sucks. I mean, I've even tried to save some of my favorite movies for the last minute, but I still feel just kind of like I am ready for the greenery. When are you decorating? That was such a long fucking answer to your question.
I feel like I'm going to probably set up November 1st, probably, to be honest. Just because of also like, because of the career, it's just like, it makes it a little easier for some stuff. But also, I just like to have it up. Like,
Yes.
Maybe not so full on Christmas, but just like some hints of like holiday in there before Thanksgiving. And then I'll go from there. But I'm like I can't wait to watch all the Christmas movies. You were talking about Christmas movies, and I wanted to ask you what's your favorite like go-to Christmas movie?
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on.
We're giving you all the holiday before the fucking holidays.
Okay, we'll have to think about all of it because I think, woo! Okay, that was like, I feel like I'm totally blanking right now.
Wait, this is a random fact, but did you see they're making another Home Alone? Like the remake?
No. Wait, what? Who's in it?
Yeah, wait, hold on. I have to Google. I saw this and I showed Charlie and I was like, what the fuck is this?
It's like, only good if you bring back Macaulay as an adult, right?
I forget who was starring in it.
Weird.
Yeah, Home Alone itself Disney Plus reboot.
No.
Yeah, let me see who's the cast.
I'm just looking at Macaulay Culkin's name and seeing if there's like news.
Because that would make sense, but like, although Disney has confirmed the upcoming release of the Home Alone reboot, Macaulay Culkin won't be starring in the film. That's weird.
Who the heck is in it? Like,
I don't know, because I think I saw. This is what an updated Home Alone would actually look like. Actor scene. I don't know, because like I'm like imagining. Oh, Archie Yates will be playing Kevin McAllister's spiritual successor. Who's Archie Yates?
you know what? I don't.
Oh, the guy from Jojo Rabbit. That's right.
Oh, the little chubby
The little
one?
cute kid. Yeah, the cute
He's
kid.
so cute. Oh my god.
And Ellie Kemper from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt will also appear in the Home Alone and set to star as one of the Archie's parents.
I'm very excited.
my
I'm excited
gosh.
for like a plus size child. How do you call children?
I know, no, I get it. And he's like no, it's totally, but he's an amazing actor. Like he's a little cute actor.
He reminded me so much of like an adult actor in Jojo Rabbit. He gave really great just like line reads, and he was just like wise beyond his years. Great casting then, because I think one of my favorite parts of I think Home Alone may be my favorite Christmas movie then. Like that you're bringing I like Muppets Christmas Carol is really good.
Yeah, I feel like if they do it right, it could be a good remake, because I feel like that casting him as the as that main character kind of fits pretty well, actually.
Yes.
Especially in modern day, like the way I just think that if it's done right, it could be good. But like that's such an untouchable movie, like you don't want to fuck that up.
Yeah, I think I'd almost like want an expansion of the universe, or to have like here's a sequel that I would prefer to occur is that like the two bandits get out of jail and they've served like 25 years or however long it's been since the second one came out, and they want revenge on the now adult Kevin McAllister. I feel like that's more
good. That would be
that's
juicy.
the story.
People would be here, and people our age when we grew up with it, we'd totally be into that.
And I wonder, well, that's for us, and we would be like the prime group to like spend the money on that, but I don't know if that necessarily like brings in a new generation, because they'll be like, what is this grown up movie?
What
I
is
think
it?
maybe you would need to give like Kevin a kid, you know, for like a kid to care about it.
I want to know, if they're rebooting this, what is this house going to look like? Because we all know the discrepancy with that house is a fucking $1 zillion home, and they're like casual about it. What is the 2021 version of this house going to look like? Is my
It
question.
has to be cozy, because if it's like one of these like
modern
it's not going to feel the same, because I think I hate to say this, but I feel that the house in Home Alone is yet another character in the movie. It's definitely like another. Oh my god!
When we were in Concord, Massachusetts, I actually got some Home Alone vibes from some of the houses, and I feel like that would be a great place to because, like, you know, those flat facing houses with all the windows, like it has to look something similar to that, or else it's going to feel very weird.
I think something else that's really interesting about this, that Disney's doing it. Like the first two Home Alones were released on Disney Plus last year, like when Disney Plus debuted. So there are quite a few properties that are on Disney Plus that I now wonder, are they going to be subject to reboots via the Disney, and like now that they're owned by Disney? So like Splash is on there. There's like quite a few movies that I was like, yeah. So I'm wondering if that means that they like now own the rights to some of these properties, and that we're going to see just like so many more reboots.
I hope they don't botch them. That's all I got to say. Because I have seen so many reboots recently, and I'm like, this ain't it. Like, let's not go there. But I can't. I'm actually feel so cool that I brought that to you, because you're like the film guru, and I'm like, I thought you would know, and I was like, oh my god, I know a film before Rosey does. This is wow.
Thank you. I mean, I'm complimented by that too. I'm complimented. For me, I'm like, oh, why? I'm a little too committed to this like random movie facts news that my brain seems to just like hold on to that information better than anything else. But damn, like I'm very unsettled. I want to. Here's a hot take. This is the hot take. I am unsure that there is a Disney reboot that I think has been really effective, especially in recent years.
100%. Me and Charlie always try and watch them, and sometimes we can't even get through them. You did, however, like, it's not really I don't think this is a reboot. I don't know what you would call it, but like the Cruella that everyone loved, I hated it.
Oh, I also did not like that movie.
Oh, you didn't like it either? Because I know we talked about it before, and I couldn't remember if you liked it or not. But like,
I thought the costumes were fun, but I thought that it was boring and the plot didn't make sense.
That's exactly how we felt. Like, we were like, the costume is like amazing, like stunning. But we just were like, every Disney one we've seen so far, we're like, it doesn't quite like make us go like, wow.
I think that we just deserve, here's the thing, quit trying to make this is why the bad guy's bad. Like, just make them bad. Like, I don't want to see Emma Stone as Cruella, like, and give her some, like, stupid backstory that's like, I just want her to be bad.
Evil.
I want to, I think what was so insulting about that movie is that they took out the concept that she wears fur or would skin a dog for fur. Mm-hmm. It's just offensive to me that they would do that, and I don't need to see a reimagining of a villain.
Of that. Mm-hmm.
No, like, give me the sauce, give me the nastiness.
I feel like when the new Home Alone, whenever it comes out, all our podcast listeners are going to be giving us full-on reviews of it because we are going to want to hear your honest review. We all should just have a watch party, basically, is what we need to do.
Is it coming out next year, or has it already been in production and they're doing it?
I don't know. I would think next year, but like that, I mean, it would be smart to obviously do. I'm assuming they're going to launch it during the holidays, but I don't think it would be this holiday unless I'm like crazy.
You know what I'm grateful for? This is like an unlikely gratitude thing. I am grateful for Squarespace. No, it's not an ad yet. It sounded like I was hyping up to an ad.
Hey guys, our sponsors today.
I am. Oh, this sounds so heinous. Aside from the pain that's going on, I am grateful for the paparazzi, the whole John Mulaney like situation. It has been insane and has kept me very busy. And I'm sorry to all involved. Sorry to all involved. And then on a bigger sphere, I'm thankful to the Instagram account Du Moi, because it's incredible if you like blind celebrity items and all of that. And
if you don't know what we're talking about, do you want to explain the John Mulaney whole drama? Because I think some people are going to be like, what the hell are y'all talking about?
Yes. I will explain this. And I just want to say that in my gratitude towards this whole experience, I am rooting for Anna Marie Tendler, his ex-wife. Mm-hmm. And I am not grateful for this event in its pain that it has caused her. I am grateful just for, I would never expect there to be, tabloid drama surrounding John Mulaney of all people.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I don't even remember the timeline anymore, but at some point, famed comedian who has become like an internet darling. It just was the wrong time for his personal life to implode because he was getting so much traction, especially on like TikTok, especially with all of his Netflix specials. And he had a really honed in younger audience who was extremely passionate about him as a person and extremely passionate about his personal life. And they're very committed to all the inner workings of his life. And he's always had a really cute relationship that he's discussed on stage with his wife, Anna Marie Tendler, who is an artist. And she just got a TikTok and it's beautiful, by the way, if you're interested. She did a very funny bit about candles, and everybody is very loyal to her, which I appreciate. And their whole thing was like they were very happy as a couple. They were not going to have a baby. They have a dog named Petunia, who is their baby, and they love her. He has talked many times on his stand-up specials about having drug issues and drug addiction. And he relapsed sometime in October of last year, October 2020. And around that time, I mean, this is where you guys got to look it up because I can't get the timeline. There's like a he said, she said about the timeline, or more like a he said publicly, and we already figured it out that it's like, that's very a PR timeline. So they divorced sometime after his his stint in rehab, he got together with a very famous actress, Olivia Munn, and they are expecting a baby. And now there are all these blind items. Oh, this will be great, because you know what? When this episode airs, maybe we'll have answers to these blind items.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So the blind items that I sent Ashlee last night were that he's splitting with his baby mama, Olivia Munn, and it's because he cheated on her with another famous actress or another famous woman.
But we don't know who the woman is, right?
No, I'll read the blind item that I texted you in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I'm like, also, how far along pregnant is she?
I don't think that they've revealed that, because I think that would confirm whether or not
the timeline, the whole whether he cheated, blah blah blah.
So I know that in like celebrity cases, it's like they will be like, "Oh, this is when we got pregnant," and then later on, the baby came early.
Oh Jesus! Yeah,
okay.
That's a way to cover it up.
These are the two blind items I sent Ashlee yesterday on Dumois. You guys get on Dumois. We should just. We're shouting them out right now. So blind items are basically paragraphs about celebrities or just like icons where they don't mention their name, because it would be like slander or it's unconfirmed gossip basically. But usually I find that it's pretty dead
accurate.
on.
Yeah, it's accurate.
I've heard recently from a fairly reliable source that this B to C list celebrity, I love that they rank them, by the way, and her baby daddy, A-list comedian, have recently called it quits. Source is a friend who works in publicity, so make of that what you will. But she heard that they are not attempting to fake the relationship for the public, and they won't be announcing it either. So that's the first one.
Dun dun dun.
And this second one, and they always do it like an email, you can't see. It'll have like a subject line. Whatever. So subject, new woman in the picture. This A-list comedian who was previously in a relationship with a pregnant woman. I love how obvious this is, because there's not a lot of people that this could be. Called it quits when the guy was caught cheating with another woman. She's pretty famous. I'd say an A-list celebrity herself, but probably not an obvious choice in the public's eyes. I work in publicity, and I had to say something.
Okay, when you were texting, because I was like, I need to know, I need the details, because who is this A-list celeb that's not an obvious choice?
To me, what do you think that means, not an obvious choice? What does that say about her?
I don't know, because to me, John Mulaney going and having sex with Olivia Munn to me is a very not obvious choice. I don't know why for me it didn't seem like an obvious choice, but like, it didn't. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Their personality, like everything about them, I didn't think like meshed.
She's very Sports Illustrated. He's very
like I feel like his wife, like obviously totally.
Yeah. His wife is an artist. Like they're both very artsy. So to me, I'm like, okay, so does that mean age difference? Does that mean that she's not considered like hot by mainstream media? Or does that mean like, you know what I mean? Like, is she another kind of Sports Illustrated type
I almost
woman?
think it's probably another Sports Illustrated, someone like kind of like, wow, John Mulaney, like, whoa. Like, is your dick huge? You know what I mean? You know?
I think it's like less about dick size and more about like, he is so like, I can see how so many women are attracted to him. He's so funny. He's so sharp.
He's
he like
charming,
wears a suit. Yeah, all of that. And he also seems so non-threatening and not like a bad guy, but he is imperfect. He's not a perfect person by any stretch of the sun. And so I just, he's at a point in his career. And it's so interesting because this happens to a lot of famous men. I think they kind of start out as these like character actors who are like steadily working, but they're not like major A-list celebrities. Like this is definitely what happened with motherfucker. What is it? Galaxy. What is his
You said motherfucker Galaxy.
What is his Star-Lord? You know that?
Oh, Chris Pratt.
Yes.
Same
situation with him and his wife.
That was so shocking. I love Anna Faris. I also feel like, in my opinion, I kind of almost think it's like a freaking like a huge model.
Yeah,
I think it's
I
like
a
famous model, like someone everyone would be like, "Holy shit!"
I have that feeling too. Do you have like? Is your intuition peeping? Should we tell like? Who is buzzing in your mind?
I'm trying to think of a single, like, I think it's like, because I feel like everyone does this. They like date a Victoria's Secret model. You know, like, that kind of caliber of like ultra thin, tall, lanky, could wear a baggy jeans and no bra and a tank top and look, just like effortless. That's
like an
what
Emily
I'm
Ratajkowski type person, or like
exactly.
a Hadid. Yeah,
That's exactly what I'm. Oh my god, what the fuck is Bella Hadid single? I would be shook right now, you guys.
I don't know why, but I thought Jennifer Lawrence in my mind. Like,
that would be wild.
I think she has an A-list status,
Definitely,
but she's been out of the public eye for a while. Like,
she has. If it was Jennifer Lawrence, I would not. Wow. But she also, I mean, I could see them like. I mean, she's like, she's like wild. I've heard she's an amazing person. I've heard she's hilarious, but she definitely likes to drink.
There are lots of blind items about Jennifer Lawrence that are very interesting. I'll say that.
Oh my god, I need to read. Now I'm going to be addicted to this account. You guys, we are serving you Thanksgiving tea early, baby. You thought your family drama was real? No, this is the drama right here.
I think this is where we might get our first form of criticism too, because I feel like whenever people talk about the Mulaney situation on TikTok, there's so many comments that are like, how dare you? These are real people and their real lives and blah, blah, blah. I think that Anna Marie Tendler has the internet on her side. I know she went through pain, but she seems to be on the up and up now.
I think people can still have an opinion. And also, I think people get very involved when obviously it doesn't look the best, that it seems like there was ill harm. You know what I mean? When there was something done wrong. If it was just like a mutual like, oh, we're breaking it off, like it wouldn't be so dramatic. But because someone got pregnant as well so quickly.
I think it's also the archetypes. So
yeah,
if it was someone, I think that like Chris Pratt looks like a douchebag, right? It's not very hard to imagine that. But like what's so interesting about this, and why I think it has captivated so many, is it's like, this guy seems good, but he's actually awful. Like, I think that's a big component of it.
He does have a very specific character that we imagine. I mean, that we have seen, that he puts out. Yeah, that it's like, whoa, that doesn't seem like him.
He seems like the boyfriend that would never cheat on you.
Would literally never. Like innocent little string bean.
And that's the ones you gotta watch out for. Honestly, like if you expect someone who very like publicly kind of states in his like material that he's kind of more of a beta male, then he has a self-awareness that he's like less than other men, right? So that's already
I've met
kind of
him,
like,
and he's so kind in person.
Oh, you met him? I'm so sorry. I've been talking shit on your friend John Mulaney.
No. What's funny is I actually have a friend in New York City who's very close with him.
OT.
Yeah.
OT.
Yeah. I think
is your friend confirming and or denying any of these?
I have not talked to them in a while, but now I'm like, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
You should just send your friend blind items and be like, Jennifer Lawrence? ? Confirm or deny.
Blink twice.
I don't know why J-Law like kind of came to my mind. Like that's like,
we're gonna know. It's gonna eventually, maybe it will come out and we'll be like, wow, look at us loose over here.
A very special episode. I mean, again, like I wonder, I mean, everything's on the table with two blonde bimbos. We can talk about whatever we want. This is ultimately what we pitch to you, is this is just our area to go and be dumb and have fun.
Hence the name, Two Blonde Bimbos. Hello.
I'll say though that there are so many intelligent women who probably would not publicly admit to having this conversation that I've had so many conversations with about this whole John Mulaney situation. It's kept us captivated. Can you imagine if it had happened more in the Panera? Like how much more crazy?
Oh, you're getting everyone's eyes would be on it. Like literally.
And he is probably hemorrhaging cash to his PR firm. Hemorrhaging. Because they're like
this is another movie thing that we're just really like talking about. The whole Alec Baldwin thing.
Oh my God. That is heartbreaking.
That is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I had to say something because I was thinking about it for like 2 days because I was like, that is like you're mentally, you're like, that is not okay. Like
I feel so bad for him. I mean, obviously, I feel bad for the family of the woman who was killed.
I saw that and was like, to be in that business already is a lot of stress, but then to have like that's just dark. It's fucking dark.
Absolutely. Absolutely it is. And I think that like I hope that he is getting the care that he needs and is surrounded by loved ones who are, just giving him a lot of love because and the same thing for the prop master because there's so many situations, there's so many people on a set.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there should be someone there to like fire every gun at like a shooting range or something.
I just
to
don't
make
know
sure.
by now like how things like that do happen because there should be so much rigorous testing. Like that should never have to, especially put someone that's an actor in that vulnerable position to even have to like, I mean, go through something and then have a family have to like see someone pass away. I'm like, I was just so shocked because it was such a wow, like holy shit.
I can't imagine being on set on that day. Like that just what
Awful.
a tragedy. I feel so bad for him. I know that so many people he's been scrutinized and rightfully so many, many times for, just all different types of things that have happened during his career. But I just feel so bad because of his kind of like historied past of having like public drama. I think that a lot of people are going to take this as an opportunity to punch down on him.
Yeah. In a really vulnerable situation and shitty situation.
It just made me feel awful for him, just awful. Because I feel like he seemed like someone who could make fun of himself and was kind of on the up and up as far as like his behavior. And I just feel like this could be something that this is just lifelong impact on him.
God, you guys, our last episode is all celebrity. We are giving it. This is like if we were having Thanksgiving dinner, like we would just
talk about current events.
Be pouring out our hearts.
I know, and for these folks, not so current events.
Yeah, they're like, Ashlee, Rosey, that's like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, but
they're like, Rosey, in the future, in November, John Mulaney is the president and can do no wrong. Like,
no, literally, I it's weird because when this comes out, my boxes will be on my house will be on a fucking truck. That's what's crazy because right now I'm like living. I had to rearrange our podcast thing to make it work for the time. Like our house is in shambles right now. Like it's a fun. So it's weird to think that when this airs, I'm literally gonna be on the way to New York.
Wow, that's so exciting! And you're gonna be having this picturesque Christmas.
I think that the fall definitely came a lot later than it usually does this year. And I'm kind of hoping that I've even seen people posting it's still not full fall. Like I'm actually surprised how much greenery there still is. So I'm hoping that the very first few days of November, I might see like something fall. Like
please keep it up on Instagram because I want to because like it's not fall at all in Texas, right? And I want to go take my like autumn leaves pictures, where I'm not coloring the leaves.
Wait, what's the temperature there right now?
Oh, God.
Is it hot? Hot?
It's been hot. Like, I think this week it's getting up to 89.
Oh, my fuck. What the hell?
I know. Right. Okay, so let's see.
That's unacceptable, Texas.
It's presently, and it's dark, as you guys have probably seen me get darker as we've gone on. I have artificial light in here, but I do rely on sunlight during this podcast, and I'm in the dark. It's 82 degrees.
Whew, that is hot.
Monday, the high is 89.
Oh, my God.
And then Then Tuesday of next week, the high is 68.
Okay, so, that's pretty epic.
There we go.
Because itching towards your wedding, it's going to get chilly.
I want that. I want the moodiness of it. I want the
chill.
It's going to be good. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the time of year because, I just wanted to build another holiday during my favorite time of year. So, I'm happy to always have my anniversary in November and we can do something
during that time. Yeah, that'll be so fun. That's like such a good time of year.
Sexy cabin anniversary.
Ooh, I like that. I am all people keep warning me. They're like, are you prepared for the cold? And I'm like, yes. Do you know that it snows there? I'm like, yes. It's a lot though. Yes, I know. I did my research. I know.
And then you have to be like, they have the infrastructure to handle it out there.
Well, a lot of people, the number one thing when I did like a house Q&A, I even told Charlie I was so amazed that people were very like actually genuinely concerned about the amount of windows we were having. Like they were like, is there like special stuff you have to do to have that many windows? And I was like, no. And they were like, but heating your house is going to be extremely expensive. And I was like, No. It's just like any other house. Because the thing is, like, it's first of all, technology has come so far, but
Yes.
also they build differently out there. And also, I had a ton of like window people that like their husbands own window companies were like, oh yeah, my husband works for like a window company. He installs them all the time. Like you will have no problem as long as you get the right windows. And obviously your builder like knows what to put in. But people
Yeah.
were just like going, they're like, I couldn't imagine your heating bill. And I was like, well, you don't have to pay for it. So cool.
Also,
Cool,
it's like,
guys.
I don't know. It's your life. If you want to like do whatever you want, like
That's the thing is like if I see someone doing I my big thing for a house is like I love windows because I want to see like the snow just pouring down through
Yeah.
a giant window. I think that's magical.
yes.
And people are like even saying like you're gonna have to clean the windows. I'm like, guys, I love my windows. The windows are gonna be everywhere. I understand I'm pretty much living in a fucking glass house.
She's gonna be cleaning it every day. Like I'm so happy.
Snow White. Like, huh, birds fucking
la la la. My windows. I'm just like, and even if your windows were paper fucking thin, it's your life.
I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Like, I also am very ready to share the process along the way because it's new for me, but it's also like exciting to share that with people who are very interested in it.
Oh yeah.
And just like the decor and stuff, because a lot of stuff when we're decorating our house, we're gonna have to order like way in advance because stuff is like so behind that people aren't getting their like shit. They're not getting their furniture for like 6 months.
What if you had to put it to one word? What's like the style of your bedroom? I'll give you
Well,
3
first
words.
off,
I
our
don't wanna
ceilings are going to be 14 feet in our bedroom alone.
Is she gonna swing from a chandelier in there? Is
So
there gonna be a sex swing?
I have 14-foot ceilings, and the entire back wall facing out to the backyard is all floor to ceiling windows.
Beautiful.
And so it's going to be very. I think we're going to do on the back wall by our bed, like the walls that have the like the piping around. I can't even think of the word. Like the framing around it, like it has little frames like inset. I kind of want it to be cozy. I want it to be very open, but I want it to be very. There's an archway also leading into our bathroom. There's an archway leading into our master closet. I want it to feel very homey. That's my thing. I don't want it to feel stale and like too modernized. And I
Mhm.
think I want the bedroom to be very like you walk in and you want to just like spend time in there, like cozy, maybe a little darker. Like
Ooh.
a darker wall, definitely like a giant light fixture. I'm kind of thinking I might do more chandeliers than I think. Because I'm like, why not put a chandelier in here? We also added something last minute that is crazy but awesome.
What is it? Can you tell?
So we rearranged stuff and it kind of made the roof a little weird. And like architect and Charlie were trying to figure out a way. And I like randomly blurted something out. I was like, add a balcony. So we have a giant fucking balcony on the side of our house next to like the chimney and where the glass, we have like a wraparound glass like front area. Kind of hard to explain, but it's like super tall glass windows where the stairs are. And we added a giant balcony on off of our office. So basically now we have like our work and our office and we're going to have like backdrops for shooting. And then we also can shoot on the balcony. But what I'm excited about is for decorating during the holidays to put like cool stuff because it faces out to the street. I can put like Santa Claus waving or like a spider for Halloween. Like that's all I think about. And we're just like, I'm just nice. Like we have like now a huge giant balcony that's just beautiful. So I'm very excited.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is exciting.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the upstate. Wait, who's
coming in my
calling?
room?
Oh, you thought
No.
a ghost is
No.
coming into your room.
Honestly, did you guys like last week's episode about the ghosts?
Well, okay, before we like close out this is our last episode, which is so weird. But let's say what we're thankful for because I know we talked about saying what we're thankful for.
Oh my god.
As it's getting dark in your room, guys.
I know.
We're working the best we can. What are you most grateful for or thankful for?
I am most grateful for my health this
Hell
year.
Yeah.
And the health of my loved ones. I'm most grateful for that. If you've been through it this last year, my heart goes out to you. I mean, I had a loss in my own family from the pandemic, and it's just been a rough time for everybody. So for my family members that are smiling and walking around, I'm so happy and grateful for that. Yeah. Number
I
one.
love that. I am grateful for getting, I feel like 2020 and 2021 kind of rolled into each other. I still feel like my mind is in 2020 a lot, but I think that this year kind of went by very quickly in a blink of an eye, and I didn't have time to really like hold on to it a lot. But I'm very thankful and grateful that I went to therapy all of 2020, and like I feel like it made my 2021 a little bit easier on my mind and my anxiety, because before I was having such bad anxiety about a lot of things, and I feel like I finally feel more myself, and I feel like more okay with boundaries, and I feel okay like just being who I am and not feeling like I have to be something that I'm not. I'm thankful for like therapy and just like getting through 2020 and actually still creating content, because sometimes it's so hard and exhausting after the year we had to get up and create content and do your job and still smile. But I've actually had a good 2021 overall, and like I only can contribute that to learning guidance and techniques through therapy, to be honest.
Yes, I think that it's funny that you bring up the how fast it went by, and I think that that's not for nothing. Like the fact that it sped by a little faster than last year, because last year seemed to drag to me personally. So I think that like the fact that it went by really fast is a slight sense of normalcy returning to us, and I'm grateful for any return to normalcy.
Well, I want to say, what's one thing before we end? What the last question we're going to answer? I'm like doing like 50 questions over here. What is one thing you want to go into the new year with?
Ooh, a sense of ease and playfulness. I think that being game for things and letting things like roll off my shoulders a little bit easier, and like not take things so to heart and to blow them out of proportion, and to feel things bigger than they are. I'd love to just be just like a little bit more like, yeah, man, like go with the flow kind of a vibe.
You know what? It's weird you say that, because as much as I want to be a go with the flow person, and I adapt very well, but as far as go with the flow, sometimes that is hard for me. I actually look to my sister for that, because she can just like be like, oh, whatever. I think for me, it's not letting, because I feel other people's stuff so much that I feel like it's sometimes still hard to like not feel that so much, even though I've gone to therapy and tried to like work through that. I want to not insert myself and feel so much of other people's stuff that it affects me. I want to still be able to like carry on. And also I've gotten better at it, but I want to not compare as much still. I think even no matter what you're doing in this job, you're going to compare at some point. And
Every
I
day.
feel like I'm such a perfectionist sometimes, and it drives me crazy. It makes my anxiety worse. So I want to be less of a perfectionist, and I also want to just still, obviously I'll always have empathy towards people, but not let it affect me so much, because I always want to fix people, and that's really hard for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, this was like a really Thanksgiving talk, you guys. We went from drama, tea, what's our favorite food, to like, what are you grateful for? Let's hold hands and pray now, guys.
Is that? I feel like that's almost the structure of a real Thanksgiving meal.
It really is.
For me, the tea starts after I've drank. Like, so later on in the evening, I would go on my
Drunk
John Mulaney.
Rosey.
I'd be like, I'm going to have something to tell you about what's going on with this.
Well, this is our last episode. We'll be back. Don't worry. We're taking a holiday break. Rosie's getting fucking hitched. It's getting lit. It's getting lit over here. We're gonna we're gonna come back, and she's gonna be fucking married, bro. We're both gonna be husbands and wives. Like, what is happening?
Wow, yeah, Mrs. Hardaway.
That's a dope ass last name. Let's be honest.
I mean, maybe that influenced my choice in life to keep dating him.
Yeah.
Have you ever met a guy with like a real shit last name on your first date?
Oh,
and you're
absolutely.
like, I don't know, brother. I don't know.
You're like, hope you're really great, because this last name is not working. Well, we love you guys. We seriously are so grateful for you guys as well, because this has been so cool to see that you guys like messaged us and told us that you love the podcast. You've left us amazing reviews.
We love the reviews. My God, do I love those reviews.
They're incredible. And I really appreciate like the people who have just like sent out nice messages saying they look forward to our podcast every Thursday, because that means like a lot that you guys are listening. And I'm like, you could listen to anyone and you choose to listen to us. And that is so fucking cool to us.
Yes. So while we're away, dig back into the archives, see what's popping. And we're not gone. Like, you can always find us on Instagram.
You can DM us. Say hello.
You can DM us. I mean, I'm always watching Ashlee stories, and I'm sure that like it's very easy. Yeah, jump in.
Also, if you have Thanksgiving drama, fucking shit. I would like to know. Like, let us know the Thanksgiving drama that happens at the Thanksgiving table, because that's fucking so entertaining.
I think we should do it's like a full-on celebrity gossip, like our favorite like tabloid stories when we come back from our break.
Will.
Like,
we should
give us episode ideas. Like, I'll literally do anything.
Oh yeah,
I'm trash.
Literally do everything. Well, we love you guys. Thank you for being a part of this. You guys are amazing. Like, subscribe, share, and DM us during the holidays. We love you guys.
Love you. Bye.